Good morning. This is Unit 1. The topic is Nature of Strategic Marketing Management. At the end of this class, you will be able to know what are the different features of strategic marketing management, nature of marketing, scope, and importance of marketing. Next, coming to the features of marketing, first one, needs. Need. It forms the basic concept for marketing. It arises when a person feels that something is lacking for his satisfaction. So that is the inner desire which puts him into action to buy something for satisfaction. So here the marketers will not create the needs. These are present within every individual. So it may be like physiological needs, that is basic needs, then security needs, social needs, as well as the individual needs. So there is a hierarchy in Maslow's theory wherein these needs are specified. Next, coming to the wants. Wants are felt for specific products to satisfy the human needs. So here human needs are limited whereas wants are unlimited. So these wants are continually what they will give a shape based on his social, cultural, and individual personalities. Here, the marketers can make the offering for various products and inform the customers about the products. And by this, the wants of the humans or the person will get satisfied and he will buy the product. Next, demands. A demand is the ability and the willingness to buy. That is, a want which is supported by the purchasing power. That is, ability and willingness to buy can be said to be as a demand. So here, companies should emphasize on knowing how many people would actually be willing to or able to buy the company's products rather than measuring how many people want their products. They have to do the research that how many are able to buy the products rather than what products will get sold from the company. Next, products. A product is defined as anything that can be offered to satisfy human needs or wants. So here the scope of a product is not limited to physical objects only. It may be services, experiences, persons, events, or properties, places, and ideas. So products are the main vehicles for delivering the satisfaction to the customer. So ultimately the product satisfies the wants or needs of the customer. Or I can say it as a solution, the solution for satisfaction of the wants or needs. So whatever arises within the individual, then the product will be the solution. Next one, value. Value is what the customer estimates of the product's capacity that will satisfy his set of goals. So here it is the difference between the what the customer actually spends and what he is going to get. That is how much he is going to pay and what benefit he is going to get. Okay, so always the benefit should be more than the cost he is giving for the product. Value is a combination of quality, service, as well as the price. So it is usually known as the customer value triad. That means three factors should be present, that is quality, service and the price. So when the value is going to get increased means it increases with the quality, service, and whenever it decrease there is a decrease in price. It increases with quality and service and it decreases with price. Next, last one, satisfaction. It depends upon a product's performance. So how the company is going to deliver, whether it is meeting the expectation of the customer or not. So based on the performance and as perceived by the buyer in delivering the value relative to the expectation of the product. So here three types of expectations are there. One is satisfaction, dissatisfaction and delighted. So if the performance matches buyer's expectation, then he feels satisfied. If it falls short, if there are any shortcomings or whatever he expects, it doesn't meet that expectation, then the customer will feel dissatisfied. And if it exceeds more than his expectations, if the product delivered is more than his expectations, then the buyer will feel delighted. That means he feels more satisfied and inform persons, other uh, persons also to buy those products. Next, nature of strategic marketing management. First one, customer oriented. As we all know that marketing begins with the customer and ends with the customer. That means the needs arises from within an individual and those needs will be satisfied by that individual itself. So in between, what the marketer has to do, that is he has to analyze the needs and based on the analysis he has to produce the goods, that is which gives the satisfaction for the customer. Here all the activities must be targeted and also focused towards the customer. So they have to specify or they have to meet the standards regarding the quality also. So here the customer needs has to be examined continuously and based on that the products have to be developed which satisfy or which gives the delightment for the customer. That is, it's fully customer oriented. Next, delivery of value. When a customer is satisfied from one particular product based on its performance, then the satisfaction that he has received will be the value, customer value. So here customers consider the product's value and price before making the decision, and there should be the trade-off between the cost and the benefit from the product. Next, network of relationships. The term marketing, relationship marketing, it has come into light in 1990s. So here, according to Philip Kotler, he has given a definition for this, like relationship marketing is the practice of building long-term satisfying relations with key parties like customers, suppliers, and distributors in order to retain their long-term preference and business. So it is nothing but it is a practice of building the long-term relationship. Now, long-term relationship, that too it has to give satisfaction for the customers. wherein who all involved are the nothing but those customers, suppliers, and the distributors for making the business or to go the business for long run. That is, it has to survive for long run. So here the marketers should aim at maintaining long-term relationships by delivering high quality products as well as the better services and also fair prices than their competitors. This is about network of relationships. Next, business. Marketing is a business itself. So here all the activities start from the marketing, that is by knowing the customer's needs and wants, and ends with the customer, that is satisfying the producing the product and giving the satisfaction to the customer. So that is providing the product or producing the product and providing the after sales service and knowing the customers any dissatisfaction whether present or not. So entire this thing is nothing but it is a entire business which or entire all the activities which it does is nothing but it is the business. Next one, dynamic. So the word dynamic means always changing, not stubborn, not stable. It's always getting changed. The needs and wants of the customers will always change. So here the goal of the marketing is to meet the customer needs and wants by producing the products which satisfy, which are they are able to buy and which will give the satisfaction for the long run. Okay, so here and even the business has to go for long run. So marketing must also change constantly to meet those needs and wants. So for that particular purpose, the business concerns have to be always dynamic. That means they have to produce the products which satisfy the needs, and these needs will always be changing. Next, scope of marketing. In today's competition, marketing has become an inbuilt part of the success of any organization. So it's an utmost importance to study the scope of marketing. The spectrum of marketing covers all these areas where the research, market research, it is a tool for making the strategic decisions about the various elements of marketing mix elements. Like marketing mix has 4 elements, that is product, price, place, and promotion. So research has to be carried out in order to identify the customer's needs. Basic thing is the needs has to be identified, then their taste and preferences and what interest they have, and also the paying capacity, whether they are able to pay for that particular product or not, how much they are going to pay, how much they can afford, and what is the effectiveness of certain advertisements. So for this purpose, data has to be collected, tabulated, and analyzed. Based on this, the techniques have to be crafted or done to know what the customers are going to buy, why they are going to buy it, and how much they will pay for the product. So all these can be done effectively by doing the research, market research, and it aims at adapting the products which are to be developed based on the desires of the buyers. So how this marketing research, usually this basically like questionnaires will be prepared, and the customers are asked to give the feedback about the products. Basic research is starts from there. Marketing managers must play an active role in the research process also for what they are going to develop the product for future purposes. Next, coming to the pricing, it's extremely important because it affects the organization's sales as well as the profits. So while deciding the price of the product, the organization has to keep a number of factors like cost of production, paying capacity of the customer, what is the demand in the industry, what are the competitors' prices, and what is the target profit margin. So all these things has to be considered while the organization is going for pricing. Next, advertising and sales promotion. So in this era of tough competition, the sales promotion and advertisements have become almost an inbuilt part of the marketing. Without advertising and without sales promotion, there is nothing like marketing, or the organization is not going to exist. So it helps to make the customer aware about the product. So once the advertisement is being given in various media like newspapers, magazines, television or radio, any displays, or through nowadays through internet. So this makes the customers aware about the product, and they will be curious about knowing the products, its features, and then they get attracted. By this, they are going to buy the product. Next, channels of distribution. So channel of distribution, it will bring the buyer and the seller together. So it builds a channel between the seller and the buyer, wherein the exchange of the products or exchange takes place. Exchange is the essence of the marketing. So this takes place only through these channels of distribution. So these distribution channels are an integral part of a complex system that has evolved through the social patterns for doing the transactions or for exchanging purpose. So marketers must decide what methods are best for distributing their products. So there are various media of distribution like wholesalers, retailers, then departmental stores, supermarkets, etc. So they have to choose to sell directly to the customers or through the agents. They can be done also through the retailers or through some sales representatives. So this determines how much long shall be its a channel of distribution. So whenever they are going to select that, it has to look into that particular factor, how long it is going to have. A number of factors have to be kept in mind while selecting the medium of distribution. So like price of the product, perishability, how the product is going to get spoiled, how it has to be handled, the size of the size and weight of the product, and even the after sales service given to the customers. Next, financing. It is difficult to perform various marketing activities without the availability of finance, adequate finance. So nowadays, the financing includes decisions like budgeting for marketing activities, obtaining the necessary funds needed for operations, whatever operations they have to do, and provide the financial assistance to customers also. So the buyers, the producers, they are going to have this facility like either it in money or through credit. Okay, this will form the lubricant for doing the various operations in modern marketing era. So these marketers have to offer different finance schemes to their customers also to increase the volume of the sales. So proper way of decisions has to be taken for financing the activities and how they are going to affect their customers and how they are going to flourish in long run. Next, after sales service. So this is the point where it's very critical for the satisfaction of the customers. Once the marketer has made the customer satisfied, then that is the success, we can say. And after that, whatever sales service he is providing, that comes to picture only when he is going to give some returns or exchanges of the product or free repairs, okay, guarantee period if that covers. So all these come under after sales service that has to be given a due importance, like for how much period and what type of service has to be extended to the customers and through whom the service has to be given. So the marketers must aim at maintaining this cordial relationships with customers, and they have to attend the queries through giving the feedback forms or questionnaires and solve their problems. Next, the term strategic marketing covers almost all the areas of marketing or managing the things in the organization by developing strategies and plans and building a strong customer relationship, promotions, public relations, as well as effective advertising and sales. So, a company will make no sales without these factors, and this highlights the significance of marketing, that is, to create the awareness about the products and make the customers loyal customers and also retain them for future. So these all will be done by the chief marketing officers. Nowadays, along with the chief executive officers, chief marketing officers are also appointed, and they will look after the things which makes the which are helpful for strategic development of marketing department, as well as it enables the customers to know what the marketers are offering to them, and at the same time enables the marketers to convince their customers to buy their offerings. So here, successful marketing strategies help not only in the understanding of the customer's interest, his needs, and also it will make the organization to have a cordial relationship, as well as for it goes for long run. So these are all the ways wherein the importance of marketing can be known. First one, promotes awareness among the public. So marketing, it enables the customers to know about various products that are available in the market. A firm's product must be known to the potential buyers who are going to buy them, and what type of customers they are having, and who are going to afford those products. So here, if there is no marketing or no advertising or nothing information has been given about the products, then the customers would not be able to know what are the products present, what the company is producing. By this, the company will not earn any profits. So the main intention of the company or the business organization to earn profits. So for this purpose, it has to create the awareness among the public. So a company must capitalize on marketing activities and it should not miss the opportunity of being discovered, that it has to give an opportunity for the customers to know about the company, that is creating the awareness. So all the um like attempts should also be made to reach many customers, as many customers as possible, and let them know what the company is offering with the help of creating certain marketing effective marketing strategies. Next, helps in boosting sales. Once the customers are aware about the products, about the company's products or services, then it will boost the chances of the customers sales, and the customers will make the purchase. So new customers also start to uh, buy the products based on the old customers word of mouth, that so and so goods are good and so products are good after using them, and they will inform it to their friends and relatives, family members about the company's product, and by this what happens means the company's sales starts to increase rapidly. So here this will generate the sales, and once the people come to know about the various advertisements, TV advertisements or commercials or newspapers advertisements, then more people will get attracted to the new product, and the company is able to boost its sales, and also the image of the company will